All right, 5-9 gamers, welcome back to the Ultra Space Time Podcast, episode 75. This is Super Saiyan Blue. And as always, before we begin, Twitch Prime's not a crime. So if you have that free Prime sub, you want to support the channel, we'd appreciate it if you would drop it on 5-9 Gaming. Also, if you're on YouTube, you can join the YouTube membership. You can just leave us a sub if you enjoy our content to get our channel more exposure. Leave a like on the video and comment down below what your thoughts were on the current ongoing topics of Dragon Ball Legends. So LF Zenkai Vegeta, for example. How is LBR going for you? And before we go into that, our guests today, we're talking about a God Key unit. So of course, we have the two God Key players in here, Noctis and Swift. Swift, how are you doing, man?
Yes, sir. What's going on, guys?
And Noctis, are you awake yet?
Oh, yeah, I'm here, man. Don't
worry
about it.
Okay. Yeah, he just told me he woke up 20 minutes ago, huh? Which is it's 8 p.m. for us right now. Just saying.
Yep.
Yo, and Brad, man, how are you doing? You still enjoying Legends on the weekend?
Yeah. No, yeah, I actually do. It's fun just to play it periodically. I can't play like I used to play it, but it's still fun. I still enjoy it.
Gotta agree with you there. I did my very first PvP match this weekend about an hour ago.
Did you get bodied?
No.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and then we also have our very trusty Potassium Banana Man, Battleamore. What's good,
This
man?
is Supreme Potassium. Hello, everybody.
There we go. Now everybody got a jolt of energy from the potassium. And our topics today, well, there's not that much going on in the game, sadly, but it is obviously the Zenkai LF Vegeta. We're going to talk about LBR and how it's going for everybody. We're going to look at the state of the meta. And for now, that's pretty much it. Then we're going to go into questions. So it might be a little bit shorter, but then again, we are also known to be rambling. So without further ado, let's move it over to Swift. How do you like Zenkai Vegeta? How happy are you that he got a Zenkai, and how happy are you with his Zenkai?
Okay, so I think this is a Zenkai a lot of people were waiting on for a long time. I think a lot of us remember back in the day when this guy originally came out and how oppressive he was back then. And I think we were all kind of hoping for him to be on the same level of oppressiveness. The only issue is the fact that back when this guy first came out, it was just a completely different meta compared to what we see right now in PvP. But for this guy's Zenkai specifically, you look at his stats like LBR 14 stars, Zenkai 7. His stats are really good, 183k defenses, some pretty good offenses. I think obviously we all can agree that the lock-in is very nice. If you're able to lock in a blue unit, hit him with the ultimate, you're going to be doing some really good damage. My only issue with this Vegeta is the fact that if you're running a Saiyan-based team, you're going to be better off bringing Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta every single time, every day of the week. If you're running any type of team where you can just substitute Gogeta instead of this Zenkai Vegeta, you're going to be better off with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. He's got the cover changes, he's got the type neutrality, all that other stuff. Well, I guess this Vegeta also has a little bit of type neutrality, but for this guy Zenkai specifically, I really think that they did a decent job, but they could have done a little bit better. I think the third unique, they could have given him a little bit more. I will say for God Key, I think he is a good unit. I just don't think that this is the type of unit that God Key needed right now. God Key already has Blue Boys for damage output. They have even Evolution Vegeta, which is kind of a glass cannon nowadays. I would still say Evolution Vegeta has really good damage output. I think God Key needed more of a tanky endurance unit. They need a unit that can, block a rush. They need that rising rush control. And I think this Vegeta does offer God Key a little bit. Obviously, he's got the support buffs built into his kit. And the lock-in, like I said, is very powerful. I've had many games where you can literally win the match. As soon as you land that ultimate, you lock somebody in and boom, they're dead. And it can be a game changer. It really can. My only issue is this Vegeta has no way of nullifying cover changes, right? So even if you pop the main ability, you get the 2x card draw speed, you still have to worry about combo dropping because it's not like you're immune to cover changes. So that's one big point right there to remember is he's not immune to cover changes. He only locks in on the ultimate. So like I said, if the enemy has a unit like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta or any unit with the cover change, they can just stop your combo. But I will say his damage output is really good. He is super tanky. And like I said, I think for God Ki, he's pretty damn good, but for Saiyans, you're just going to be better off bringing Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta every day of the week. What else to talk about this Vegeta? I do think the ability where he reduces his own sub count, I've always thought that that's been really good. Where every time if he's on the bench or not on the bench, if he's not on the battlefield, and then every time your allies take damage, he reduces his own sub count by 1. I've always thought that has been really good, but honestly, I just don't think that this is exactly what God Ki needed. I still think God Ki needs an endurance unit. But overall, this Zenkai is not bad. I would definitely say it's not like a bad Zenkai. I've heard people say he's trash. I'll tell you right now, I do not think that this Vegeta is trash. I do not think he's Z tier either, though. I want to make that clear. I don't think that this is like a top tier unit. But at the same time, if you throw this guy on the right setup, I've found a couple different setups I enjoy playing with them. If you throw him on the right team, he can perform very, very well. It's just not like he's just not a game-changing unit. That's just my opinion. But I do think he is pretty good, on the right setup. He can really perform well. And I'm just waiting on God Ki to get like a new endurance or a new revival unit. But yeah, what do you guys think about him?
I think he's really good. I mean, the point of this Vegeta was to make sure you attack straight away with more strike damage and lock the opponent in. I think the main focus was kind of that. And the reason why they didn't make him way too broken was because he would have broken the meta, just like Gogeta is already doing.
At least he would have countered Gogeta.
I mean, he counters Gogeta, but if he would have been broken, he would have been replacing Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta with that Ultra Gogeta. So, and we don't want to lock in with that. So, but for Vegeta family, God Ki in general, that is pretty good. For future, I do not really know because they have the Samasu Goku Black Assist. Because that unit is way too good with the healing. And I feel like this Vegeta, though, that focus mainly on offensive probability is insane damage, though. Once you get all the combos, once you buff your entire team, even though it's only for a few seconds, this guy really packs a punch once he does.
Yeah,
he
really
definitely hurts.
He definitely packs a punch. And you brought up a good point with Vegeta family. I have seen a couple of Vegeta family setups with this guy that have actually surprised me on how good they are. I think it's like this Zenkai Vegeta, Sword of Hope Trunks with, obviously with the endurance, and then like Evolution Vegeta or somebody else. And that kind of brings me back to the point of how strong this guy can be on the right team if you throw him alongside units that, have endurance and stuff like that, where you don't really have to worry about a rush. And Vegeta family is a perfect example of that. You can throw this guy alongside Sword of Hope Trunks, and now you have a unit that supports Sword of Hope Trunks, and you have endurance with Trunks, and Vegeta will do some good damage on a setup like that. So overall, I do think he is a pretty good Zenkai. I just don't think he's like a game-changing, like meta-breaking unit by any means.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing I have, the kind of big problem really with this Vegeta, and not with everything that's added to him, I wish he got Ki. For a reason just to enter the field. Or green card, anything. The only reason he got Ki is with his main. And it kind of hurts once he doesn't get any Ki and he cannot continue his combos.
If he doesn't get interrupted anyways.
I mean, yeah, but if he has a chance like get no interruption with everything he does, he still needs Ki to do something, and there are so many units that decrease Ki once they appear, like the new Beerus, for example. And you think you have the the energy just to attack, but then suddenly decreases. Insane! It's like, oh shit! Yeah, I made a mistake.
And the only thing that this Vegeta really has to counter any type of Ki reduction is just the fact that every time he uses a strike or a blast, he reduces other arts cost as well. But that's not really going to counter situations where like the enemy, reduces your ki by like 40 or something like that. Like it's going to, stuff like that's going to stop your combo, unless you're popping your main ability or something like that. But yeah, I agree. Not getting ki on swap in is a big thing, I think. And then also not being immune to cover change is also a pretty big thing as well.
Yeah, also they tricked us for a bit. Remember in video and stuff, in that video when they showed the Vegeta, it said his green card would give him card draw speed.
They're dead to me.
Well, he does draw a strike card on that green. That's probably what they meant. But yeah, that's not the same thing as card draw speed.
Yeah. But
actually, people in chat are saying it didn't. It just said it draws. No, it just said it draws a strike is what they're saying.
In the video and stuff? Damn.
Yeah,
sorry. False information. Yes, you can smite me if you want. I'm so sorry.
Hey,
but speaking of that green card, I like that. I like that, where you can pop a green card. It's a time stop event. And even though he's only drawing one card, I like the fact that he draws a strike card right there. Like that actually helped me many times, where you'll go to stop time with the green, you see the sidestep, and boom, you got a strike card ready to go to gain priority. That's something I really do like about his green card, because that wasn't on his original green card. I don't think. I think they added that, so that's something I definitely like about him. Just a little thing that I like.
Noctis, what about you? Is he what you were expecting?
I feel like he was more made for the Vegeta fam than for Godkey, so that's sad for me, because I like Swift said, Godkey needs control over Rising Rush. Like, if they get rushed and it's 2v3, there's not much that you can do to turn the tides with the current teams running around. So it's get pretty damn hard. On the Vegeta fam or Future also, he at least has the trunks for the endurance, so he can be kept safe. But yeah, they pretty much just pumped up his stats that he didn't have before and called it, I feel like. So yeah, that's like pretty much for me, my opinion, because he's pretty good. All he needed was basically stats, so... But yeah, they could have given like a little bit more for me personally, but he's still top notch. I like him.
Yeah, I like him a lot as well.
He's fun to use. He's really fun to use. I like units that are fun to use. Can you guys hear
background noise of my mic, by the way?
A little bit.
How?
Now it's good. Now it's good.
I was like, it's dead quiet in here.
Yeah, it's good now. It's good.
Literally. Okay, so when it comes to this Vegeta, it's the age-old thing with Zenkais, right? Like, we want them to be super, especially this guy, because this guy has a lot of like, I don't know, sentimental value, I guess. He's been around for so long, and he was a pivotal unit when he came out. He was just a fun unit back then.
Yeah.
So we want them to be crazy good, but when they come out and they're balanced, it's like, it's for the better though. It's for the better that he's slightly lower than other units, but he's still totally usable if you want to use him. He's still fun, all that kind of stuff. But I agree with Battleamore. He would be cracked. If they gave him all that stuff that he's missing, he'd be disgusting. Combining the lock-in, combining the drawing a strike card, all that stuff, he would be disgusting. So I'm okay with him personally. He doesn't need to be Z tier when he gets a Zenkai. Give me that low S tier. I'm okay with that for Zenkais, personally.
Yeah, and I will say I heard talk around, I heard people saying that they wanted to see this guy have endurance nullification and stuff like that. I will say I highly doubted that was going to happen even before this guy got a Zenkai, just because he does have the lock-in. Like, try to picture a unit like this that locks you in, but also nullifies your endurance on the ultimate. I think that would just be too busted. But one thing I did think of is, maybe instead of giving him endurance nullification on the ultimate, maybe give it to him on the blue card. Now, I don't know if that would really make sense, like, for the show, but I mean, for PvP, I think that would be something that would be acceptable, because, it's not on the lock-in ultimate. It's just if you land the blue card, but maybe that'd be too busted too. But either way, I do think that this Vegeta is pretty damn good. Like I said, he's definitely not Z tier. Maybe in a couple months when Godkey gets like a new revival, new endurance unit, this guy's gonna, gain a lot of value on Godkey. And then speaking on Future and Vegeta family, I think even right now he's got some value on those teams. But on Saiyans, like I said, you're just going to be better off running Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. So
what is that setup you were talking about that you like playing right now? Like, what is the team?
So the team that I was using was this Vegeta, Blue Boys, and Future Gohan in the leader slot. And the reason for that is because, like I've already kind of touched on, Godkey doesn't really have a new, like a somewhat fairly viable endurance revival unit. So I threw Future Gohan in the leader slot to kind of give the team the Rising Rush control. And as soon as I threw Future Gohan in the leader slot, that team became super viable. I would start the game with Blue Boys, try and gain priority. And then if something happened, I would go to Future Gohan, destroy their cards, and then he has his cover change. And, the Zenkai Vegeta obviously does not support Future Gohan with his support buffs, but he does support Blue Boys with those support buffs. So I saw some decent synergy between that trio. And like I said, just having the Rising Rush control alongside the Zenkai Vegeta, who's actually doing decent damage, and he has the lock-in ultimate and double card draw speed on his main ability, there was actually some decent synergy on that team. Because the first team I tried running him on was just a pure God Key setup with Vegeta, Blue Boys, and I think Evolution Vegeta. And it wasn't horrible, but like I said, I just keep going back to the fact that there's really no Rising Rush control on that team. And, for that team to work, you have to basically hold priority the whole match. And that almost never happens. Maybe that happens sometimes, but it doesn't happen all the time. Because as soon as the enemy gets priority and they build up their rush, they're rushing. And you have no defense against it. So that's kind of, like I said, that's my issue with God Key right now. But the team that I was using was basically just God Key with Future Gohan. And, Future Gohan is really, really good to this day, man.
Yeah.
So.
And he's like over a year old now. So, that's a good sign. That they can also design units that come back.
His value has just continuously gone up, it feels like.
I mean, honestly, in the same vein, I'm wondering how long is Full Power Frieza gonna, be everywhere right now? Because he was kind of like Future Gohan, where they came out and you were like, yeah, okay, whatever. And then, Future Gohan 8 months later, all of a sudden just popped off. And it's
I could see the Full Power Frieza being in a similar situation. Because I've even seen people throw that Frieza like just on the leader slot on random teams, and it works because he's a tanky endurance unit, and it's crazy how strong a tanky endurance unit can be.
No, I'm talking about the LF Full Power Frieza. Sorry.
Oh, you're talking about the LF one. Oh, well, yeah, he's gonna be good for a long time as well, I think.
Yeah.
My bad. I thought you were talking about the endurance one.
I don't even use him most of the times, but yeah. I guess we digress from Zenkai Vegeta. Honestly, I haven't even soul boosted him yet. Like, I'm just doing the daily missions. But also, I have to be honest. Like, I'm more of like a region/LOE player, so I wasn't that excited for the Vegeta as as excited as many other people were. I was just happy that they were happy, I guess, which I know is rare, right, in this community. Yeah, and speaking of the build, how would you build him equip wise?
Okay, let me pull up my equips I have on him right now, actually. Hold on. Okay, so obviously, I think we all know he does have that one platinum equip. But the thing to remember about the plat equip is the third unique, you're either getting God Key or Vegeta Clan. So that doesn't really help future. But if you're running him on God Key, Vegeta Clan, or even like a Saiyan team where part of the team is God Key, like the team that I use him on with Future Gohan, I still use this equipment because I'm still getting 2 out of the 3 requirements for that pure strike and blast attack. So depending on your setup, the plat equip is probably a best in slot option. And then what is the other one I have on him? Let's see. I think I threw Battle of Saiyans on him just to make him tankier. I mean, he's already pretty damn tanky. And then obviously you can get pure strike attack with Mind Your Own Business Tin Man. Obviously a good choice anytime you can get pure strike attack like that, especially with this guy being a Zenkai unit. And if you even have like a Zenkai buffer on the bench, you already have a lot of base strike attack options just from the Zenkai buffs alone. So throwing some pure attack on him is definitely going to be nice. If you're running him on future, I think I think obviously Future has some really good pure strike attack options as well. Let's see. Oh, and then also if you don't have Tin Man, you can use Power Unleashed, which is up to 12.5 strike attack. But that's only if you have a God Key as a battle member. But obviously he's God Key. But yeah, I would definitely say the Plat Equip is probably a best in slot. And then Mind Your Own Business Tin Man. And then maybe like Battle of Saiyans, or if you really want double pure. I don't think double pure is really necessary on this guy. You could probably just throw one pure attack on there. But I'm trying to think. See, so my equipment options, it's mainly for just my God Key setup. So I'm kind of curious to see. I don't know if you guys have other options for like Future and Vegeta family, because I don't really run those teams that much.
Yeah, there's another option. It's called Useless against my Super Saiyan Blue form. It's also a pure equipment, and you can have it with like double defenses, so base strike defense, base blast defense, and a 12.5 strike attack when Vegeta clan is a battle member, so aka he himself.
Oh yeah, that is a good one.
Should be even better than Tin Man. Because
Is that the one with the GT Vegeta on it? Is that one?
No, it's the one from
Super
the
Saiyan Blue
Future
Vegeta
arc
on it.
where Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta is on
Got
it.
you.
It's a pretty old equipment, but still perfect for him.
It actually looks really similar to his Plat Equip. Like, kind of similar. But yeah, I would say, you definitely want at least one pure strike attack option on there, just because he is a Zenkai unit, and you can Zenkai buff him with, like, Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So when you have all these Zenkai buffs, I think pure buffs are very important. So I think you definitely want at least one pure equipment on there. And then probably, the Plat Equip. And then depending if you're running them on God Key or Vegeta Family or Future, you got one other equipment option. You have one slot open to, whatever your preferences are.
Yeah, but I think if you're running either Vegeta Clan or God Key, he has his own Plat Equip. The unique one. That gives either Strike and Blast for each Vegeta Clan or God Key member.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Yeah. So with that, would you run two Plat Equip? I mean, what wouldn't you? I mean, the both Plat Equips are pretty good.
Oh, you're saying, okay, because the Plat Equip gives pure Strike and Blast attack. So
Yeah.
I think, like I said, I think the equips, I had the Plat Equip, I had Battle of Saiyans for some defense, and then I think I actually did have Tin Man, so I guess I did have double pure on there. But I don't think it's necessary. I still don't think that's necessary, but you could.
I feel like you can also make him pretty annoying with the green card healing when you give him the Future Plat equipment where Zamas is on it. The Fusion Zamas.
Oh, the tanky one?
Yeah.
Damn.
So he gets double defenses and health restoration. So you just heal with the green card, be annoying.
You just be annoying for existing.
Yeah, just heal, dude. Throw up your thumb in your face and heal. There you go.
Yeah, no thanks. I'm good. I'm playing LOE, so I'm bad enough as it is.
What else? I do recommend if you're going to use God Key, I mean Saiyans too, if you don't have Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, or if you have Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta at low star, I do recommend this Vegeta if you just want raw power and just attack. But if you want to play more tactical, like if you need more safe options, Gogeta is much better. But if you want raw power, I feel like this Vegeta can really hold the candle.
So what is your setup, Battle?
My setup?
Huh?
Both Plat Equip and...
Oh no, I mean the team.
Oh, the team. I'm using Beerus with this Vegeta and Gogeta Blue.
Ah, okay.
The God Key
Nice.
setup.
Damn,
Because,
Gogeta Blue seeing
Wait, you're
some
actually
playtime.
using Beerus? What?
Yes.
Oh, the
blue one,
the new
the blue one.
Beerus or
Yeah,
the green Beerus?
the new Beerus.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant the green Beerus. I was like, whoa.
No. I don't even have him fully Zenkai. But I really do like the blue one because he really does give key and reduce key a lot. And with his support, it's just insane. Because you get a lot of green card and it helps time stops a lot. And since his main ability makes sure that the opponent cannot cover correctly with this Vegeta, because people will cover pretty often. So you want to use Beerus first and then you switch into Vegeta, depends on if you have time. then just go right through it.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying there. There actually probably is some really decent synergy between those two units, between Beerus and Vegeta.
Because both of them kind of locks in, depends on what the situation is.
And dude, I will say that's one thing that never gets old for me, at least with running the Zenkai Vegeta, is when you get a combo going, you know you have the option to go to your main ability, and you just start seeing the enemies swap out like panic, like they're just panicking because they know if they make one wrong move, you can just lock them in and they're dead. Like that's something that never gets old for me. It's
yeah, and especially since you have Beerus as well that does the same. It's kind of hard for them to know if they're going to cover or not. Yeah,
I could see that being actually a pretty good duo.
It's the team that helped me reach God rank this season.
Let's see if you keep it though.
Don't be like that. Don't be
shots
like
fired.
That. Don't be like that.
I'm sorry. All right, I feel like we probably said what is there to be said about this unit. So
yeah, he's good but not busted. That's like the takeaway, I think.
There we go.
I do think he's good, but he's definitely not busted.
Because I read a lot of people saying he's mid, but I think that's probably what they meant, right?
Yeah, and I would even say like a lot of this is just like on a general scale. It's kind of hard to like figure out what people mean, but I would say he's probably like a bit above average. Like he's definitely not. I would say he's a little bit higher than mid. But I don't think he's like Z tier. Like if I was placing him on a tier list, he would probably be like low S tier.
Okay.
I feel like he would be a bit higher, but what I feel very surprised about when he was released, there was no event for get him C power.
Yeah, I was really upset about that. I kind of expected it, but I was still hoping for Z power.
Yeah, because every other LF that got a Zenkai, except for Gohan and Beerus, but the recent ones usually got an event that usually gives you C power. Sometimes not a lot, but sometimes a lot with the Super Vegeta. But this Vegeta got none of it, and this was a pretty hype unit because of what they're getting in Zenkai. Which I find it, why didn't they do it? Because this week has been dry without anything except for the LBR, which we are going to talk in a moment.
Yeah, I don't know, because we did get a lot with Super Vegeta. I think, was there a reason for that? I can't even, my memory is so bad. I remember we did get a lot for Super Vegeta, though.
I mean, I think with the Super Vegeta, it was a Legends Festival before.
That's probably what
Festival.
It was.
Yeah. We still did get like Super Saiyan 3 Goku, the green one, LF. We got C power from him. We got LF Goten, C power from him as well, from the events. So I don't see why they didn't do it on this one.
Because they didn't feel like, because otherwise he would be too broke. Wait, what? Never mind.
Was he on a recent banner that you would have wanted to chase for?
No.
I don't think so.
Yeah, he was very rarely on banners, so
yeah, the only
most
thing
people don't even have him 7. I feel like.
Legends Weekend, when you spend 100cc, we get certain maybe Legends Limited or Extreme units or Sparking units. The one each day.
Thanks for reminding me. I still have to do that.
But yeah, that is where you can get that Vegeta. Else, I don't know where we can get him except for this Jiren banner. But
from the Legends ticket shop, I think.
Yeah. As Legends ticket shop as well, and Super Chrono Crystal, but I don't see the point. But if they wanted to hype up the more of this unit, they would have done an event just to help new people to get this unit as well.
Yeah, I mean, he is on the current Jiren banner with like a 0.25% chance for the double Z power.
Yeah, but still, now, even when he was released as a Zenkai, those who just started the game just do the battle gauntlet just to get the CC, and they don't know why they are doing this until they get the Vegeta.
Yep, but if they do summon for the hypest unit Jiren, maybe they'll get like 3 copies. Who knows?
That is a dream.
Just to jump back real quick to his like placement on like a tier list type thing. I think he's the pivotal unit you could use as an example of like, if you have him barely 7 stars, I would say he's low S. If you have him 14 stars, you could make the argument for high S tier, I think. personally.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. So yeah, wrapping up Zenkai Vegeta. Battleamore, you said you already played all of your LBR matches. How is that going for you?
It's been going great. The only one I have lost so far is one, but that was because literally all mono yellow, which I never expected, and double rushing Yamcha. My Yamcha, why?
Wait, what?
Why
what
that
mono
unit?
yellow? What did they play? What units?
Ribrianne, Vegeta, and what's the other frog's name? That was,
Orlan.
yellow? Orlan, yeah, those three. I was like, what? What is this team?
It's a fun one.
I mean, it was interesting, but why? I had Yamcha. I was like, I totally one blast would easily kill them, but he literally got all the combos. He triple rushed me, which was insane.
God damn it.
I was like, oh, of course, this is the reason why I lose. But yeah, dude, this LBR is such a refreshment. Even though there is usually the same team every time, because I have been talking about the most top tier extreme units, and yeah, Goku was the number one. Meanwhile, Jiren was the second, while Yajirobe was in third, and people have been using those three as a combo in this LBR, like a lot. Which makes this very predictable.
Yes, Lucy is
That
saying
is the weirdest cast of characters, bro. Like Jiren, Goku, and Yajirobe.
Yeah, they
I love it though.
they share a bond.
Yeah, they don't have synergy with each other, but they make sure because they are the most with the most highest stats in the game because they are equivalent as a sparking unit. Meanwhile, other units doesn't have that much of a power, but. Yeah, else, when I'm just playing the game, yeah, I just use Super Warriors. As everyone knows, I do like using Super Warriors, and Super Warriors in this mode is a blessing for me, because mostly I have only extremes. I want more sparkings, god damn it. Give me a sparking TN, that's what I need. Give me a
Damn.
Master Roshi, it should be counting as a Super Warrior as well. Give
That's
me
true.
Ultimate Piccolo that is about to come in the movie.
Calm down, okay? Calm down.
No.
But Noctis, what team are you using, and how's it going?
So I use the opponent's team you see on screen, aka Jiren, Yajirobe, and Goku.
Exactly what I
They're
said.
ridiculous. They're just ridiculous. The funny thing is, when you get rushed, you want to switch in Jiren so you get the damage reduction. And I had the situation where I just took the rush. I had 3 green cards and healed back up. I was
Damn.
full HP again.
That's gotta be
It's,
annoying.
it's just ridiculous. My opponent straight up forfeited.
I can
He
I
see
mean,
just
that.
I
gave
think
up,
those
man.
3 units are leaps and bounds better than every other extreme.
Hey, hey.
It's 70% of the game. So, like, it makes sense, honestly. Even if they don't have perfect synergy, it's like people who rocked mono blue with Bardock and Gogeta. Yeah, there's greens that can counter you, but it doesn't matter. You're so good.
I mean, respect Bujin. No, I'm kidding. I'm playing the Pool Force with Goldo as HP bench, and that's also actually doing quite well. And it's a fully synergized
I can
team.
see that. I could see a Pool Force doing decently. I think this is the best team though, the Jiren, Goku, Yajirobe. And I mean, there's a little bit of synergy, dude. Yajirobe offers a little bit. I think, doesn't he like reduce? He reduces his own sub count. He reduces ally sub count. I
he
think
can
his
heal
green card
the team.
heals ally by like 10% or something. I mean, there's a little bit of
Not
synergy, but
that
yeah, I think
much.
it's just the fact that these are just flat out the best 3 extreme units in the game, for the most part.
Yeah, I think.
They just work, man.
Yeah, I think the thing that is that I think a lot of people are using Robbery just because he can tank or rush and he has endurance.
Yeah,
And he
I can
gets
see that.
he gets the 10 sub count reduction on Rising Rush too. So unless somebody actually increases your sub counts, which I don't know if there's any extreme unit who actually does that, you can always just swap him back in and just catch the rush, and be like, whatever, I'll just use my main and heal some more.
That ability is still so good. Like he probably wouldn't do well today in today's meta, but just that ability alone is still so good.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
unfortunately,
but,
we got Ultra Gogeta running around that can just basically nullify endurance whenever he wants.
True.
So much
But,
fun.
My point is with this that everyone who uses this team is kind of predictable too, because they have just saw the team and they just used it. It's not that they have focusing on how they use it, because I've noticed that people that use this team doesn't know exactly what they're doing sometimes.
I mean, that's just like mono purple, right? Like, if
Yeah.
you get caught off
Cards, yeah.
guard by a mono purple, they might just absolutely body bag you off luck, and that's kind of what people rely on half the time, right?
Yeah, and that is the reason why I think I see different teams, those who are actually thinking smart there, that using like mono yellow, because they know they don't have a red with this team. And yeah, it's just insane. People are using Heraclan too, that because Goku is strong, but with the synergy of the Heraclan, it's just insane. Because equipment-wise, Heraclan is much better. If we are thinking about pure equipment, that gives you
True.
much damage. Though I feel like the best with the equipment-wise are two teams, and that is the Frog Force and the Super Warriors, because both of them have equipments that are insane for extreme
Dude,
units.
Gua, holy crap.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Super Warriors have all their equipment that gives them HP.
And then also Froggy Force has the, I mean, every unit has obviously the extreme color equipments, but then the Frog Force also has the minions equip, which I'm not even using on all of them. But you can also use the plat equip for Frieza Saga on them, so you get 10% HP, you can make them more tanky, you get blast attack on them. And yeah, it's just crazy.
Yeah, I just feel like it might be predictable, but it is fun. I mean, sometimes it's laggy, sure, but at least you know when you're playing the game that everyone has a share of the same unit. That means not the highest, strongest unit, not the bullshit unit that one-shot you in just a mere combo.
Whoa, bad word.
No, yeah, I agree. Let me just say real quick, this is, like, I love this idea. I love this idea. We forces everybody to use extreme units. It's it's a time-gated, battle royale basically, where we all have to kind of jump in at the same time, and we get a certain amount of matches. You either win or you lose. But I want to say this overall event, the Legends Battle Royale, I love this idea, and this is something that we could hopefully continue to see in the future. And maybe it doesn't always have to be extremes. Maybe they have other guidelines, other rules for, future events. But I just wanted to say, I love this. I think it's super fun.
They could take a page out of Wheel Wednesdays, make some, some of those restrictions that we are using.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of different ways that they could set up these battle royales, but even with this, with just extremes only, I'm having a lot of fun with this. I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, I agree. I still need to play it though. I have played 7 matches so far.
If you win 15 matches, you get all the CC. If you win all 15.
Yeah, but I want to win all of them. How many tickets do we get in total? 27? No.
Yeah, but if you want, though all the CC, just 15 wins would give you all the CC. If you just want to focus on that.
Of course, you need to collect the message, right?
Of course.
Lucy just said you need 17 wins.
17 wins? Oh, okay. I've been told with 15, but I believe you, Lucy.
It's 14 plus 3 at 17.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then another 5 if we want to get the whatchamacallit, the message. Yeah, you're definitely not going to get everything from that, but I guess most people want the CC. Then I also feel like looking at the shop right now, you can get 1 slot remover for one victory, which is, I don't feel it's worth it. 1 soul exchange medal for 2 of those medals, which is also pretty. I feel like for one would be a good deal. Or you can get 20 energy or 30 skip tickets. So if you're low on that, might want to take that, but yeah.
That's pretty expensive.
Yeah, I think so
Only
too.
the CC is worth pretty much. What?
Yeah, and then you just fill up the rest with whatever you have left,
Yeah.
Though in overall, I find this very fun. It's just that it's been a while since we had this. It was before this was ending before the second Annie, and it never came back.
True.
I mean, it's really refreshing because you don't see the same freaking unit every match. So
Exactly.
I mean,
that's kind of what I liked about it.
Kinda do, but you see another unit every match. You know what I mean? It's not like the usual.
Now we understand.
I mean, to me, it shows that they can do like multiple things at once. That's what's nice because you have LBR and you have the normal season, right?
Yeah.
So like, I don't see a reason why we couldn't expand that further out to like different tiers of season. Like you have your actual ranked matches, you have your only extreme matches, and maybe they add like a third one that's just no rising rush, but you can do whatever. It doesn't count towards your ranked. That could be like a lot of fun if they changed it up like that to spice it up every now and again. But I don't know. We're coming up on 4 years soon, which is insane.
Yeah, that is insane. But Brad, that's a good idea because that'd be a good way for them to test like new things, really. Like if they did come out with like a, Legends Battle Royale 2.0, where it's basically just regular PvP, but there's just no rush allowed, like literally just completely disable rush. Like that'd be a good way for them to test it out. Like, how is it going to affect PvP? How's it going to affect the players? Are people going to like it? Are people not going to like it? I think that'd be a good way for them to gauge, the public thoughts of having no rush. So I'd be a fan of that.
I mean, I think we get into the age-old problem of like, it's the like servers and everything, which are already having issues, right? So I'm trying to play a PvP match while we're talking, so I apologize. But you get in the problem where we're already having issues with that, so it makes it really difficult on their end. And I totally understand it. I do. Like it makes a lot of sense that you can already hardly get a normal ratings match, let alone 2 additional matches or whatever else, right?
Yep. I mean, that's also why somebody in my chat was like, hey, why is LBR time gated and not, just open the entire time? But then imagine everybody getting 3 tickets a day and then trying to find a match when everyone's just playing spread throughout the day in their time zones.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, you would be like sitting in queue for 20 minutes. Just like the old days. Before Legends Festival. What?
Oh yeah, that's true.
But yeah, I think I'm just gonna rock the pull force all the way to the end and just see how far I get. So far, so good.
Same with me with Super Warriors.
Yeah, and I'm also happy but so far only one guy disconnected on me when it was clear that he was gonna lose. He was like, bye. Probably getting his tickets back, well, at least it counted as a W for me and I didn't have to just play another one. That was, do you guys remember when it didn't matter who disconnected and they would just basically refund both players the tickets, but also ban them for like an hour?
They just canceled the match.
Yeah, they would just nuke both and it's like, oh, nice. Yeah, okay.
Thanks.
That was definitely me that did that.
Yeah.
But yeah, now they actually turn into a bot. I was surprised as well.
Yeah. But kind of happy.
Yeah, same. I also had one guy pretty much disconnecting.
Yeah, I was like, just thanks, I guess. All right, so I guess, LBR is still going on. And since, the game's pretty dry, let's talk about the other meta, which is not LBR, but PvP. Noctis, what are the teams that you're using most of the times? What are you seeing lots of times? And what's annoying you?
I'm just trying to have fun with a team that can get rushed easily, but it's pretty toxic, I guess. It's Goku Vegeta, Ultra Gogeta, and Gogeta 4. So it's fun, but when the opponent gets a combo, you pretty much get rushed and lose a unit most of the time. And against LOE, it just... I hate facing LOE. I'm just straight up.
Yeah,
I hate LOE
so
at the moment.
days.
I just hate them. I hate them, man.
Such a hater.
Sometimes I look at the time accounts, they're at 70, and I still don't have my rush. Like, what? Not my
full power
first
Frieza,
rush.
huh?
Like, how? And they rushed me twice already. Like, what's going on here? And they are full HP for some reason because they keep healing. Like, get out, man.
What's crazy about LOE is they have a revival option, they have an endurance option, and they have an option where they can just... Like, basically, they can choose, am I going to bring Revival? Am I going to bring Endurance? Or, instead of bringing the Endurance unit, do I want to bring LF, Yellow Frieza, where I can just nullify the enemy's Endurance whenever I want to.
And destroy Dragon Balls on Switch. Don't forget, that's probably what Noctis is talking about. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I feel like most people are probably bringing, what is it, Yellow, Blue? So both full power Friezas and then the revival one. Personally, I only do that when I see the opponent play LOE and I'm expecting that to happen. I prefer bringing the LF Purple Frieza over the Zenkai full power just because he has the support. You have another cover change on strike, so you basically have both cover changes. His green card manipulates sub counts as well, which is awesome because basically both LF Frieza green cards do that, and then you can do the same with the main ability of the Revival Frieza. So, you know, that's kind of my playstyle, is just manipulating the sub counts so I can always have a switch. And people just get thrown off because even if they color counter you, if you just mess with the sub counts enough, you know, they cannot switch with you anymore.
Yeah, for sure. I could see that.
But I also have to see, I don't see LOE as much as I thought. Like, I don't see them the most.
What do you see the most? I see LOE the most, to be honest.
I feel like it's probably anything with either G4 or Ultra Gogeta.
I'll tell you guys, the one team right now that I think is probably one of the better teams in the game. I don't want to go out on a limb and just say it's flat out the best team because I could be forgetting something. But this setup right here with Future Gohan, Ultra Gogeta, and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. And then you throw Zenkai buffers on the bench, you throw like the EX Red Gogeta on the bench, and then you make sure Future Gohan's in the leader slot. And it is such a good team. Like, my Ultra Gogeta is only 5 stars. I've only pulled one copy of Ultra Gogeta. And this team just completely dominates for me. It's almost like I would go into PvP with this team and it just feels like I'm like barely even trying. Like, and I don't really enjoy that. That's why I don't really run teams like that all the time. Like, if I'm really sweating on like the last day of the season or something, I'll whip out a sweaty team. But that team right there is probably one of the better teams in the game. Or if you want to, instead of Ultra Gogeta, you can throw in Blue Boys and it's still a really, really good team. But as for what I've actually been using, I've been using a lot of the Zenkai Vegeta, the Zenkai God Vegeta, and I've been using a lot of Super Saiyans. I've been having a lot of fun with Super Saiyans, just using Zenkai Bardock again.
Crit boys.
And I've been using Zenkai Bardock alongside the Death Buff Goku, which it is so surprising how good of damage that Death Buff Goku can actually do, especially with Bardock buffs. The synergy there is actually pretty crazy, especially considering the Death Buff Goku has all the opportunities where he can reduce his own sub count, he can reduce ally sub count on his green card. There's just really, really good synergy between Zenkai Bardock and the Death Buff Goku. And then if you want to, you can throw Ultra Gogeta on there and make it a blue-blue-yellow team. Or you can throw, Zenkai Super Vegeta on there and make it, blue-yellow-purple. There's a lot of options right now for Super Saiyans, and I think it's a very, very viable team. But as for what I think is the best team in the game right now, it's probably the team that I mentioned. That's probably one of the better teams in the game right now. Future Gohan, Ultra Gogeta, and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, because you have an answer to everything. Like, literally, you have Ultra Gogeta for damage output, you have Future Gohan to disrupt the enemy combo, and he has a cover change, and his last man standing buffs, and you have Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta with both of his cover changes, and he goes type neutral, and it just seems like all three of these units, they do so much individually that when you throw them on a team together, the synergy between the three units is actually really good, just because they're so good individually. So that's probably one of the better teams in the game right now, in my opinion.
Can anyone tell me how I still have a 3-star Future Gohan?
Oh,
I have an
that's so
8-star
sad.
Gogeta. I have a 9-star Goku and Vegeta. And I still have
Summon better.
a 3-star. I've had a 3-star Future Gohan since his banner.
Damn, that's crazy.
That sucks.
Dude, it sucks, man. I can never use him ever. I'm like, oh, dude, he'd be great on this team. Well.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
I have a
issue.
4.
If you don't
4
have him
stars.
high stars on the Swift setup that he just mentioned, he gets shredded so quickly. That's
Wait,
also
what'd you
like
say?
my
Sorry, I
case.
didn't hear you.
Mine is only 6. Like on the team you mentioned, the both fusions with Future Gohan on
Yeah.
the leader. If you don't have him like decent stars, he gets pretty much shredded by 2 to 3 cards. And
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, you definitely need stars on him.
yeah, that's my issue on that setup. Because mine gets shredded. Because mine's also like pretty low with 6, I guess.
Yeah, you're like right at the point where like he's starting to become like viable, but he's still pretty squishy.
Yeah.
Even where I only
exactly.
have him red 1 and he's still like somewhat squishy. I think when you get him like red 2, red 3, red 4, he really starts becoming a different unit.
Yep. Definitely, because that's also where mine is. Like, I think we're at 4. But even then, I feel like, you know, sometimes he still doesn't do the damage at first. Like, he needs to build up too. And even when I play against him, sometimes I'm still underwhelmed by his strike damage. Gotta say that. I don't know if me or the opponents are like, not equipping them well or whatever, but I don't know.
No, you're right, because a lot of his kit, I think he gets a lot of his damage like after he takes hits. Like that's why whenever I'm playing with Future Gohan, if the enemy's just like tap shotting, I'll just sit there and like let the tap shots hit me, because I believe he like gets some type of damage buff every time he takes damage or something like that. So I think that's one way he builds up. And then also, obviously, he gets a lot of his buffs from like, you know, he comes in last man standing, he gets damage buffs and his main ability. But yeah, I think high stars is definitely like I probably would not go into PvP with Future Gohan if I only had him like 3 stars or 4 stars.
No, yeah, it's literally pointless. He does almost nothing at that point.
Yeah,
I would say you need what's it called?
Money.
I don't know the best way I could. Well, yeah, of course, but I think by the 4th anniversary, you're probably gonna need him like probably 12, 13, 14 stars for him to keep being viable.
Yeah. I mean, I guess red 2, so 9 is probably the minimum at that point. Because that's you know, the threshold for a lot of units where you say, okay, now they're getting that big boy buff with the stat increases, and that's where you want them to be.
Dude, I just because we're talking about the like what we're using right now in PvP, I've just been loving Death Buff Goku. He is just, I have so much fun playing with Death Buff Goku. I don't know what it is. I think it's kind of like what you were saying, Pomzor, how you enjoy like teams where you have the sub count manipulation and stuff like that. I'm kind of the same way, because if you guys remember, I'm you know, coming from God Key with Vados, and you have all the you have all the sub count manipulations with Vados. And it's kind of the same thing with this Death Buff Goku. Well, it's different, but it's similar, just because you know, I just love having these teams where you have the ability to, you know, switch out units so often. You have all the sub count manipulations. I really enjoy that. So I've just been loving playing with the Death Buff Goku.
That Buff Goku is interesting. I mean,
dude, he's so good. He's so good.
I know. He's extremely good. He does everything that he needs to do, at least from his kit, which is insane. Meanwhile, other kits that you see is good in paper is kind of confusing. Meanwhile, this Goku, it does everything that it says he does.
Yep.
And it's kind of insane.
And what's cool about it is... Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Oh, no. You can go.
Oh, I was just going to say real quick. What's cool about it, it's like a different type of Rising Rush control. Like, it's not like, you know, you have Revival, you have Endurance. Obviously, those are both Rising Rush controls. And then something like this Goku, where he offers death buffs, and then he has that thing in his kit where as soon as the enemy rushes, he reduces his own sub count by 10. So you can literally swap out a Death Buff Goku, the enemy rushes, and you can immediately swap right back into Death Buff Goku. That gives you the Rising Rush control. And then on top of all that, you know, you get the death buffs when he dies. So it's just like a different form of Rising Rush control I've been really enjoying.
Yeah, kind of the same with the subcount manipulation too, where it's not Endurance or Revival, but it's Vanish instead or switches.
Right, yeah.
Because
totally.
that kind of always kind of trips up the opponent. It's like, okay, does he have him back? Wait, why does he have him back already, you know?
Right.
So yeah, I really enjoy that. Just be like, all right, I already have my Revival Frieza back. Yeah, sure, just pop the rush. It's okay.
Though we all gotta agree on one thing. Next season, the feature boost for Ultra Gogeta goes down to Tier C. Now it's going to be interesting.
Oh,
see
true.
how good he is.
Dude, it's about time. He doesn't need a boost at all, dude. Like, I wish he was never in the boost. I wish we could just go back in time and erase the entire boost system, dude.
Or at least remove feature.
Yeah, remove the featured. Yeah.
Because it's literally Tier A, but featured. But why? Could it just be Tier A and stuff?
So Ultra Gogeta's featured right now. Where's he? So after this PvP season, he's getting bumped down to what?
Tier C. So
okay, so he's still going to receive... Oh, is that no buff?
0. Yeah,
no
it's...
Okay, that's good. That's
Zero
good then.
buff.
Yeah, that's good.
0.
I didn't know if they were going to do it like they did with the Blue Boys, where they were featured and then they got bumped down to like one slightly less, and then now they're nothing.
No,
So,
didn't they go to A tier, which is the exact same buffs?
it's like it's
And
either
they're
the same or it's really similar. I can't remember. It might be like a little
No,
less.
they have the same buff. The tier A and feature has the same buff.
Okay, so I'm glad they're not doing that.
Yeah,
That's true.
they immediately put him to tier C because he's way too good. He's way insane, and he should. I don't understand why the feature was a thing, but I can understand why too, even though I don't. I know.
Yeah,
I
it's
know.
just to get you to summon,
what?
so you fight these units, and then they massively overpower you, and you're like, whoa, okay, I need
Exactly,
that.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why.
Yeah, but it's not healthy. It's not healthy at all. It hurts.
Legends is known to be healthy from time to time. You're right.
Oh, it's good. Oh, I missed the meta when Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta and Baby came out.
that
meta
was a good
the
one.
fun.
Yeah,
the
that was
fun
probably that'll go down in history as probably like one of the better metas, one of the most balanced.
meta. Yeah, when GT arrived.
Yeah, there was LOE, there was Regen, there was GT, there was Saiyans.
Yeah, shout out for the GT mains out there.
No.
Dude, I gotta say, man, I'm doing random matches, right? Dude, Jiren and God Topo together are so good. I love this.
I think that's what's the point with their synergy, because the one either has endurance, depends on if they are going to rush or not. Meanwhile, God Topo locks them in and just do insane damage if you just chain their blast damage. Though in the beginning when God Topo was released, they changed the timer count because, yeah, it didn't function as they wanted. The people could escape even without using an art, which was insane.
See, I don't know. I was getting bodied by Topo for so long because I didn't have him, and now that I've got him and Jiren are just, I don't know, it's just fun. I like that so much more than Chase. Oh, sorry, I have push to talk on now.
Yeah, I was like,
but
I
it
like-
keeps typing. It keeps typing 3 in the chat because I set it to the wrong keybind, so I have to
stuff.
back up every time after I talk. Yeah, I know it's a hard life, dude. No, I'm really enjoying the setup. Jiren I think is fantastic. I think he's just fun. He's exactly what he should have been personally.
Yeah, Jiren is very, very good. I only have him 3 stars, and he impressed me a lot. And I literally, like, as soon as I was done, I made like a showcase video for him, and as soon as I was done playing with him, I tweeted it. I'm like, dude, this guy at 14 stars is gonna be a menace. Like, he's just gonna be a monster at high stars. Like, I just had that feeling.
Yeah, but I do have a suspicion though that it might be we're getting it early, just preparing for the anniversary about to come. Who knows? Am I right?
Who knows? Yeah, we'll see. I mean, in the end, now everything from now till anniversary, like everything could be considered a sign or something because it's only 2.5 months or maybe a little bit less than 3. But also, people tend to read too much into everything.
That is true. That is true. It's just fun to read into things because if you're right, you're very happy. Then you can just brag like, "Ha! I was right. You were wrong."
Oh man. All right. I think we're gonna cut it off here and take a quick break, and then we'll be back with questions. So you can also take a quick break, and we'll see you in 3 minutes. See you over there.
Sweet.
Alrighty, we are back, and I'm gonna hand it over to MC Brad, who's gonna take your questions, and yeah, take it away.
All right, what do we got? Let's see. All right,
Do
start
put
asking
questions,
questions,
brother.
guys.
Start asking questions.
What do you guys expect for the next All-Star banner? Dude, I never know what to expect with All-Star banners. My gosh. It is like impossible to be like, oh yes, of course, that's what it'll be. What do we'll take it as what do we want?
Spark ETM from Saiyan side.
Honestly, yeah, Super Warriors would be super dope. Like a new Tien, a new Krillin. I don't see it
Yes.
happening, but that'd be amazing. I gotta be realistic, Battleamore. Like, I don't wanna be like, oh yeah, guys, that's what's up next. You
What
guys
about-
get ready for that Tien. Like,
Yeah.
nah,
What
I don't
about
want that though?
Revival launch?
What?
Exactly. That's what I wanted to hear.
What? I feel like every time we've ever said what character do you want, you or Goresh has said you want Launch. I don't know why she's so popular, bro. But like,
Just Among Us.
I don't want Launch. I'm good. I'm chilling. Unless she's a super warrior.
Bro, I want to see a sparking Whis.
Ooh, that would have been good.
I don't know.
Yeah,
what-
Whis deserves he does deserve that. Give me a sparking Whis and then an extreme Vados. I'd take
Dude,
that.
that'd be sick. That would be sick.
Yeah, swap it. I'd be down for that.
I mean, that could work. We need an extreme Champa too.
True.
That actually wouldn't be bad. A sparking Whis, an extreme Champa, and extreme Vados.
Yeah, all those in the same. That would be like God thing.
That'd be kind of cool. I mean, Godkey does still need a tiny bit of help, realistically, right?
Yeah, they do.
Like this Vegeta didn't pull them out of the hole at all.
I
Like,
mean,
they're still,
they
like-
kind of need a endurance unit. That's what I want from them.
Actually, Green Beerus needs to get a second Zenkai.
Yeah, true.
Would they do that
True.
though? Would they do that though?
No.
No, there's no way they'd ever do that. He's dead. He's gone for
Yeah,
good.
he's dead.
Unless they do what they do with Dokkan and upgrade them, from that mode to another. If I understand.
I
that
mean, they
correctly.
could give him an absolutely broken equip to pull him back in. Like, I mean, Gogeta, they did it with him. Like, Gogeta came out dead on arrival. He wasn't horrible or anything like that, but he definitely wasn't good below 6 stars. And they made him, peak unit for like 6 months. So they could do it, at least give him a little bit of life back, but I don't think they're going to, especially with Blue Bears just now coming out. We still need Hakai Bears.
That's true.
What about you, Noctis? What are you feeling? What would you want?
That's a really good question. I was thinking about it like at the last 5 minutes, and bro, my head is empty. Like I don't know what to say, man. But
Well, we
it
have so
blows
many
my
characters,
mind.
I get it. Like, yeah, it's...
Yeah, that's true. There's so many characters.
I remember I
I
think
can't think of a single one that I want right now.
Yeah, just no Legends Limited since this is an all-star banner.
Do we have
somebody
a,
in
do we have
chat
a
said
regular sparking Gogeta Blue?
no.
No.
I think
No,
the
we
only
don't.
GB
No, we
we
don't.
have is
No.
LF. So that'd be pretty
Yeah.
cool. Just a regular sparking GB. I don't know. Go ahead, Pumps.
Somebody-
Oh, I want that
somebody
transform
was,
Super Saiyan into blue. I want
Alright.
that. There you go.
That would
But
be
not
cool.
as all star.
Somebody in chat earlier, but at the warm up said for Saiyan Day they want LF King Vegeta, but maybe a normal sparking King Vegeta or even a Kid Vegeta would be pretty cool. I think.
Actually, both of them. That'd be a sick banner.
That would be pretty cool.
Or
actually.
we could have like Kid Vegeta, Kid Goku, and Kid
Raditz.
Broly.
Kid Raditz and Kid Nappa, where they were training or something.
Yeah, but everyone.
Chamalako. Don't worry,
everyone-
Pomzor gets to talk enough, bro. Don't worry. He can take the bad seat every now and then.
I mean, just the kids unit because in the movie from there they showed like Kid Broly, Kid Goku, and Kid Vegeta.
That would be amazing. What if we got Kid Raditz, Kid Broly, and Kid Vegeta from the DBS Broly movie?
I'd like that.
actually
I would
sign
like
on
that.
Bro. That'd be sick.
Then the
That
kids
would be-
tag
Could
could
be a
actually be a
free-to-play
real, like a
event.
real tag.
That would be actually really cool.
Do you guys think
Okay.
that would be a free-to-play event character thing or a summonable thing?
They'd probably be free to play. Maybe Vegeta or something.
Yeah.
One of the hyper ones would totally get it. But
I mean,
that would be pretty sick.
What
though.
they could do is they could do like, they could release 2 units that are okay, like as the free ones, and then the summonable Vegeta is the one that kind of glues the team together and makes them actually viable.
Yeah, Kid
'Cause I
Raditz,
mean-
Kid Broly, and then you have
The Vegeta summonable, yeah.
Vegeta pulls it together. That'd be sick.
I mean, the one
And they
thing
have
is
the
though,
movies tag.
they would just be Saiyans though, right?
Well, they'd be Saiyans on movies. Seriously. They'd have plenty of teams.
So you can play them with
But-
like Ultra Gogeta, nice. And Blue
There
Boys.
you go, yeah, dude.
Oh,
Who's your favorite unit? Kid Vegeta with Ultra Gogeta.
Dude,
That's how I would
imagine
do.
like my favorite unit is Kid Nappa, bro. He's busted.
Oh, dude. We do need another young Nappa. All right, let's move on to another question.
With air.
Let's say, hypothetically, we got MUI Goku for the anniversary. What color? Not purple and not blue, I think. But what color would you guys want? Hypothetically.
yellow.
Red. But then he needed something in his kit that actually makes him viable against, blues.
If it was red, I think if he was red, he would have to have type neutrality.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
I'd be on board with that. If they did drop a red MUI and give him some type of type neutrality, I would be on board with that. Or if not red, probably yellow, maybe. I mean, we have Evolution Vegeta for God Key, but I don't know. That is a tough question. I think red would be cool, but like I said, they would have to give him some type of type neutrality for sure.
Yo, hold on. The second part to that before we finish that one, it says also we have auto dodge or auto attack. I never even thought about that because obviously UI Goku has somewhat of auto dodge. What if MUI Goku like fired back an attack when he dodged? Oof. That would be ridiculous.
That'd be pretty nuts.
And then you would actually have to sidestep that one. That would be a
that'd
crazy
be the only
mechanic.
way to really take. That'd be the only way to really take UI Goku to an actual up because UI Goku, it's just his stats are garbage. That's really it. Everything else is fine. But if you increase the stats and you give him something like that, that'd be ridiculous.
Honestly, though, anything that's like a new mechanic, I would be happy about it. Just,
I think they're going to give him some type of gauge.
I agree.
I just don't know what the gauge is going to be.
Oh, he'll definitely have a gauge.
Yeah, it's going to be some type of gauge.
Maybe they can combine two things into one. Yeah.
And then add something else to it.
And do another offensive gauge. Maybe he has like 2 gauges or 1 gauge that does 2 different things according to situation.
Could be.
Like
if you get hit or if you do damage.
They could make him They could make him a transforming, but I highly doubt it because they want to sell that to you.
Revive unit?
Yeah, revival.
That wouldn't be bad. Yeah,
Saiyan
you get
to
bodied,
MUI.
come back as MUI.
That's how you do it.
Yep.
Let's see. What are 3 1% units you guys want in the next few months? I want Cybernetic Tau, Symbol, and Drum.
Damn, the Dragon Ball.
Transforming Zarbon.
Nice.
Mostly one is. Whew. There's so many possibilities, dude. I have no idea. You guys can go.
I do think a transforming Zarbon would be cool, but I just don't. I just struggle to see that being hype enough. But me personally, I think it would be cool. I still go back to Sparking Whis though. I would love to see a Sparking Whis.
I feel like it depends on what comes with him.
I mean, he would have had to come out with a Frieza, right? Like that blue Frieza that just came out. That would have been their time to give us a transforming Zarbon if they were going to do it.
Yeah,
at least IMO.
I mean,
I kind of want to see, actually, thinking about it, I want to see a GT Super Saiyan 2 Kid Goku. There you go.
Super Saiyan 2.
Kind of random.
He's just going to be dead on... Dude, Super Saiyan 2 is going to be dead on arrival, bro.
no, he wants no crits, huh?
Watch him be green and he just, like, Gogeta just takes his spot.
Yeah, he would just die, dude. But I
he's going to be...
it.
No, he's going to be the Bardock of Super Saiyan 2s. And then...
No.
No, I think... I lost my train of thought. Man, what did I want to say? I forgot. Never mind. I'm only existing.
That's a good point right there. I'm gonna spin this into a question. What do you think we get for April Fools if we get something? I don't think we actually will, but what do we get? We've had in the past Yamcha, was it Cyberman? Was that last year? That April Fools? No. That was way after.
No, we got
Yamcha and like adult Nappa or young Nappa. Right?
Sparking Yajirobe.
I mean, I wouldn't mind it. But
Sparking
Yajirobe is
Yajirobe.
dominating. Like, there's so many possibilities for just goof units that like would just be stupid fun.
I mean, if as an actual unit or not as a fool.
No, like they're viable, but they're also an April. I mean, actually, the April Fool units have never really been viable, right? Like, the fun units are never really that good.
Yeah, but if they on April Fools, if we actually get the unit or the event, we sometimes on April Fool we get the new car event. Do drive to defeat the one with the race.
Oh sure.
Yeah. Actually, I wanted that, bro. Like when I remember that happening, I was like, dude, that's sick. And then it was like, that's
Exclamation mark race in chat.
Or have the who eats the fastest in takoyaki. Take this takoyaki, and then sorry, we
forgot.
We made a mistake, and here you go. You get the skins for all of this because we did wrong. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you meant that kind of April Fool, but the characters, gonna get an April Fool character.
I mean, we got was Baseball Yamcha one?
I mean, somewhat. You can look at them that way because they came out around that time frame. Same thing with Young Nappa, right? Like they're not directly an April Fool's unit.
I want the Pilaf gang.
But...
Dude, that would be fun. That would be fun.
Pilaf gang.
Pilaf triple tag unit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, exactly. And they have that giant robot to fight. It's like.
No, I thought we just tag between Pilaf, Mai, and Shu.
Oh, yeah, just like that. Okay, they don't switch.
Wait, with that old Mai, would she still work with Trunks on their buffs? She
No,
probably would, right?
I feel like this is more of a Dragon Ball Saga kind of thing.
Wait, speaking
I mean,
of
if
Dragon
we're
Ball Saga, what about Jackie Chun?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
how
That would be
have we not
amazing.
gotten that yet? Seriously, I think that'd be cool.
That would be so good.
And young
Yeah,
Piccolo.
but it's kind of the same
We
way.
need a new Kid Goku too. What the heck, man?
We don't have a Sparking Master Roshi either.
True.
That's like a whole other point. Yeah, I
And
agree
they
with
could
that.
even-
We need that.
Yeah, they could even make a TOP Sparking Master Roshi, you know, the Mafuba.
Yeah. for
Yeah,
sure.
absolutely. He will count as a Super Warrior. Don't say it.
Don't even-
I know. Don't even. I know what you're trying to say. Don't crush my
Oh,
dream.
it's tingling. It's tingling.
No. It might be
yeah.
back in your head, but repress it.
Dude,
Thank you.
Yeah,
forearm-
all of those
forearm
things show
TN,
what
dude.
Batman just said.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, all of 4 of those I would want.
And for those on YouTube, he said Jackie Chan, buff, full power Roshi, forearm TN, new Kid Goku. Come on, legends.
yeah, all of those I would be down.
Dude, we were in the Sparking Roshi that buffs Dragon Ball Saga and girls for some reason.
Oh, give me Piccolo that goes giant. I want a lot of. We don't have anything from Dragon Ball. My gosh, I never think about it.
Yeah,
Have
we
we
don't
got
have the
nothing?
we don't have the Carrot Man either.
The carrot, monster carrot. We don't have Puar. What about the turtle?
The Ox King, Grandpa Gohan,
True. True.
the
do we have
Kid
Kid
Chi-Chi.
Chi-Chi? Exactly. I was like, do we have her? No, we don't.
There are so many good units that were put good in the game. You could just make
Okay,
a fun
guys.
of
So anybody
Even
watching this
like
podcast,
Android.
what you need to do is if they release these units, we're gonna need you guys to summon a lot, so they keep releasing units like that. That's the biggest problem.
Yes.
Is that when they make those units, nobody summons. Like look at Yamcha and
Yeah.
launch. Like
Calling
Nice
all
out
the
of their safe
whales.
zone. Like
What I summon for launch? Oh well, I don't count, huh?
yeah, you don't count.
You're not. No, you're just not enough. You need to do that, but you need to create like 150,000 more accounts on Legends and summon on all of them.
Yeah,
Heck
we need
no.
like 10,000 more Gareshas that are summoning for launch, and then we're good.
Oh
Android
my
8
god,
would be sick,
no!
too.
Oh, that would be
Android 8 for the Android mains. Hell yeah, dude.
Android 8. Yeah, that's true. It could be a kind of different tag, like Red Ribbon Army. I don't know what his name is, but the ninja from that fortress.
Oh, I know
That
you're
was
talking.
like-
Yeah, I know who you're talking
Murasaki?
about.
Impressive ninja skills, bro.
Yeah.
He was so good on Dokkan. He was the first blue unit that was he stunning or something? Or no, he sealed. Right? He was so good on Dokkan because there was the blue Super Vegeta with the counters on normal attacks, and he sealed super attacks. So he was the only blue unit who could do that. And then there was this impressive ninja skills meme going on in the Dokkan subreddit. That was crazy times.
Dude, I love that
Yeah,
whole
but-
part of Dragon Ball Saga. Like that, I just got like
Oh,
a
that was funny,
shot
yeah.
of nostalgia thinking about it.
Also, a General Blue.
Oh, or Cyborg Tao.
Yeah, I think that was what Brad said at the beginning, right? That the cybernetic Tau.
Yeah, there was a
Oh.
guy in the chat who said that. Yeah,
Oh,
I don't
okay,
really care
okay,
about
okay.
Tao Pai Pai, but
Yeah, but it would still be fun.
it'd be cool. Yeah, I know all those kind of weird units. If anything, just give them an extreme. For the love of God, like
Oh, and Scott
like you did with
Devil Man,
Yajirobe.
dude. So Scott just mentioned Devil Man.
For the mummy.
Yeah. He
a
should
mummy.
also, like in Dokkan, he has like a 0.0 something % chance to one-shot a unit. To have like extreme damage because he was blowing up everybody who was like evil or something. Dude.
Yeah, but that would only work on certain units, right?
I mean, depends on how you spin the kit, of course, yes. But he could just have like a 0.05% chance to have like 700% damage on a strike or whatever. I don't know.
that'd be kind of cool though. Like
Yeah.
be busted. Would
Would be
kinda cool,
interesting. Like I said, there is many characters that we still haven't got that is from every saga, like Dragon Ball Saga, GT. There is still a lot of characters in GT that hasn't been in the game yet too.
Doesn't
Dragon Ball
GT? Dude,
Super.
GT has a bunch of characters.
Yeah, they're even in Super. If you remember the pink gooey thing that took Vegeta's power, as in that anime original. Wouldn't that be an anime original thing?
Pink and gooey thing.
Yeah, Inky Gooey. It's like 2 episodes where suddenly it took Vegeta's power.
What, copy
and
Vegeta?
Yeah.
Oh, copy Vegeta. I always thought we were talking about
His-
GT still. I was like, wait.
Oh no, I was talking about Super there. But in
Yeah, I
GT,
also thought
there's a
GT.
lot of things there. The Pum Para Para brothers. That would be fun too.
Yeah, and then also
Again, all those units could be extremes. Like I don't expect them to be like selling a banner, but just throw them on wherever. You just like chuck them in there. I'm down for it. Like
Yeah, come on, guys. We need fun units too. That would be fun. That can do a lot of things too.
Ultra Gogeta he's fun.
Oh yeah, by the way, before we doing this, since on the Twitter we Fi9 did put that heroes are going to collab with the legends. What would you guys think if legends would be collabing with heroes that we are getting hero units? What characters would you put from heroes to here in legends?
I mean, okay, now we're actually talking. There's too many. Like, now we're actually like, hold on. I want crazy stuff like Super Saiyan 3 Broly and stuff like that. Like those are the ones I really want to see. Or like, what's Broly's son? What's his name?
Broly's son?
Yeah.
Broly has a son?
Is it Cumber?
Yeah.
Is that Broly's son?
Yeah, Cumber. Yeah.
That's not
He looks
his
like that
son.
are cool. Like, I'm pretty sure it is. He looks identical to Broly. I thought that's cool.
No, Cumber
Dude, I don't
is
keep
Don't
up
ask
with
me.
Heroes,
I
bro.
haven't
It's
even.
too
Yeah, I was gonna
chaotic,
say I don't
but-
even watch Heroes.
Okay.
Like they just start. They're like, "Hey, we have all the Dragon Balls," and they're on a different planet fighting some crazy guy. And it's like, "Oh, hold on."
Yeah. Let me educate a bit then. Cumber is an ancient evil.
Okay, so
Saiyan.
he's just an evil Saiyan. Okay, hey, dude, literally, he looks like Broly. I just made the assumption. I apologize. I don't know. Give
Yeah.
me like Turles from Heroes or something.
not entirely Super Saiyan 3 when it's not Super Saiyan 3.
Mechikabura, Deborah. A lot of Demon Realm stuff would be cool.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen. I mean, you're gonna get things like Mass Saiyan and stuff like that.
We
right?
don't know, because if Legends can collab two heroes, why couldn't they be back and forward there?
Well, but even even Dokkan getting their collabs with Heroes, they only got the hypest stuff. It was the Super Saiyan 4s, which I would love Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. That'd be sick.
Oh my
Things
god.
like that, fine. But they're not gonna tap into the really lower stuff for like coming up on year 4. Dokkan's on year like 7, right?
Yeah.
They're not
You
gonna
probably get
launch it
just
out the gate with
the-
Deborah and Mechikabura and stuff like that.
Yeah, Golden Cooler, that would have been
Golden
great.
Cooler would be sick. I'd be down. Yeah, those
Gold-
hype ones I'm still down for though.
Golden Metal Cooler, Super Saiyan God Trunks. There is some
mean-
sick things there.
We probably just get the most basic stuff like Xeno Goku being base form and the Vegeta in his suit and nothing
be
crazy
still
at
cool,
first,
though.
and then but nothing that crazy with Super Saiyan 3 Broly or something like that. That's probably like the second collab or something like that. Like just building it up, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like
true.
that's how it will be.
A Super Saiyan 14
Basic
would
stuff
be
at
pretty
first.
sick though. Like as Thanks Scott says that would be amazing to just run all different variants of Super Saiyan 4. That would be cool.
Vegeto.
That'd be funny, yeah.
Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, or like Goku and Vegeta with their Limit Breaker form, or Super Saiyan 4 Broly.
And Chow Man, he actually was the first one that came to mind, but
Oh.
Best unit in
But yeah,
Dokkan.
what I think it's going to be amazing if they ever do back and forward, because from what we know so far, Legend is going to collab with Heroes. That Legends is maybe Shallot and some characters from Legends is going to Heroes, from what we know. But let's hope if they do that, there might be a chance that we also getting from Heroes to Legends.
what's the main kid's name from Heroes?
Beat?
Yeah, Beat. We'd probably start out with him. I'd imagine he'd be one of the launch characters for Heroes.
Yeah, true.
All right, let's
Okay,
do one more question.
We'll take I was gonna say we'll take one more. What do you guys got?
Final
Beat, no, that's it.
question.
Make it good. Don't be weird.
Well, if it's weird, then you're just not going to
Nice.
answer it.
No, I'll read it.
True.
With the name and
You
the
guys
address
think
of the
we're
person.
bored? And it will be GT versus Super again. I hope not.
Please
I
no.
can see it, but I hope not. Give me Dragon Ball versus. You could go Dragon Ball versus Super or something. Fine, but it's gotta be. You gotta go back to OG every now and again.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball versus Heroes would be amazing. We're not gonna see that, but that'd be crazy. I don't think so. I don't want that, but it makes sense. What do you guys think?
Okay, just because I'm old and I grew up on Dragon Ball Z and not Super, I want to see something with just Z. Like, dude, do like Dragon Ball Z versus Dragon Ball Super. Like, I don't even
Did you
care.
just say? Did you just say you're old, but because you grew up on Dragon Ball Z? That means I'm ancient because I grew up on Dragon Ball, right?
Well, I grew up on both, but yeah, well, because a lot of people I think grew up on Dragon Ball Super, but when I was growing up, I grew up on Dragon Ball Z. So I've always been favored towards like Super Saiyans and stuff like that compared to like, even though I love God Key, I grew up on Dragon Ball Z. So I would love to see Dragon Ball Z incorporated, but I don't know if they're going to do that because I know Super is really what sells.
I don't like that I'm getting old enough now that kids are growing up on Super. I don't like that.
Yeah, no, that's weird, man. That's weird.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that, bro. Like,
Dude, you say like General Blue and they will be like General who?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, no, literally, like, it's like... I would be willing to bet most people that watch anything Dragon Ball nowadays probably don't even know, like, Monster Carrot.
Yep.
Things like that. Like, it's almost an inside joke at this point. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, man, exactly. Like fan-made characters, they think like they never existed, but yo.
So what would you guys want if it's, let's say it's not Super versus GT? What would you guys want it to be? So Swift, you want Z versus like Super or like Z versus Dragon Ball? There's something Z related. What do you guys want?
Dragon Ball versus Fusions. I don't know. I just came up with that. Like, I think Dragon Ball.
I was like, huh?
Dragon Ball would be cool, and then
Yeah,
maybe
what?
like Dragon Ball Fusions. You know, like the other, like those random unit like Tiancha and bullshit.
Oh, like Weirus and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that would
Yeah,
be
that
that would be
weird
funny
fusion
because the thing is that they could then try and come up with some new mechanics. Like, okay, there's like a fusion of Yamcha and Tien. What could their move be? Or maybe they even have like a sort of a unique mechanic that, you know, is just fun, like a April Fool's mechanic or something.
Dude, real talk, I would summon for Weirus. Like, I would go in for Weirus. That'd be amazing. God Key Fusion unit.
You know what's funny? That's probably the closest Whis ever gets to a sparking. Lol.
Yeah, I mean, not wrong. What about you, Noctis? What are you vibing with? What would you want the anniversary to be if it's not Super versus GT?
I mean, we all know it will have super characters because of the selling part, but personally, I'll be down for also some OG Dragon Ball, maybe like Z versus OG for the boomers in here. But yeah, I'll be down with that, to be honest, like 100%. I want to see some Kid Goku kicking butt. Yeah, that's my opinion.
I think you can say ass. It's not a huge deal, but I get you. What about you, Battleamore? What are you feeling? If you're still here, I don't know if you dipped out or not.
I think he said BRB.
So I think for the most part, we can all agree a Dragon Ball collab would be amazing. You could even do Dragon Ball versus Super. I wouldn't care. You probably could leave out GT for a minute. Like, it's not that they had their love in the light. Like, they got Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and he's held the team up now. But good enough for the time being, I think. Huh? Anything else you guys want to chuck on?
Not for me.
All right. Then I think we can call it there this week. We appreciate you guys for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, keep in mind it will be on Spotify as well. So if you want to just go watch it over there and help us out, that would be greatly appreciated. But either way, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. It's greatly appreciated. The creators are linked down below. Swift is still kicking butt over on YouTube, uploading videos all the time. Noctis, I think, do you stream or do you upload on YouTube? Which one do you do?
I'm mostly streaming.
Yeah, so check him out over on Twitch. And then Palm is, I don't know, Palm's old, so you're not to support him. But
Yeah,
we're going to get out of here. We
I'm
appreciate you guys
just
for watching.
out here on Daily Motion.
Yeah, there you go.
Exactly.
Make sure you guys follow all of our creators on Twitter. You guys can see what they're up to.
Check out Brad on
We're gonna get
MySpace
outta
too.
Yeah, I'm over on MySpace now, so if you want to follow me there, feel free to. Catch you guys around. Thank you so much.
We'll be back next week. See you guys.
Peace.
Deuces.
Yo, peace out.